these three people are very complicated and they're very much fun, and you want to judge them, but you can't resist them. And I try to put the audience in the middle of this triangle, on the court of the court, so that the intensity of their emotions are all into the movie. I think she comes with a powers that is so strong within herself. And if you add up that volume with the greatness of the character created by Justin Kuritzkes and her performance, then it becomes like over the roof.
Well, I mean, I think inevitably any role you play ever, really, there's an aspect of you that comes out in that character. But if there was a character ever that felt, when I first read the script, that felt so beyond what felt like me, it was Patrick. But that's the most exciting thing ever. And I have a lot of affection for him. You know, it's like people come out of this movie and you get these kind of extraordinary, like, very strong views about, Tashi's terrible, Patrick's terrible, Art's a hero, and then the next person will come out and go, Patrick's a hero, Art's awful, and I would just put my hat in the ring and just say that I think they're all flawed, but they're all beautiful. So, so I've got a lot of affinity for it.
I think I liked the complication a lot. As an actor, the biggest part of the job is just reading scripts, right? And when this one came across my desk, it was very apparent to me that this was a special script. It always starts with that at the bottom of it. At the end of the day, it's just Justin Kuritzkes, his writing, his script. It's a great story with complicated characters dealing with a lot. Well, I think, the biggest thing that we all kind of realized about this game in particular is the isolation. And, when you're on that side of the net, there's no one else to turn to. And, the big part of the reason why Justin started writing this script was because of this encounter that Serena Williams had, this claim that she was, taking coaching during the middle of a match, which is illegal. And so this idea of having the need to communicate dire, desperate things to a person that you can't, and feeling that isolation and everything that's going on in a person's head at that time. And Luca just captured that perfectly.
The desire to write the movie came from this real desire I had as a fan of tennis, which was that I was thinking, okay, what could I write that would be as good as watching tennis? And what would make watching tennis even better? And for me, the question of what would make watching tennis even better was if I could know exactly what was at stake, like on an emotional, microscopic level for everybody, the players, the coaches, everyone. And if I could just have somebody whispering into my ear, like everything that was going on with them in their heads. And so I always knew that the movie was going to work like that, because that's what I wanted to watch. A lot of that unspoken glances and, stuff that's communicated between the characters on the court when they can't talk to each other, that was in the script. But obviously when you're working with people who are at the top of their game, like these actors and like Luca and our DP and everybody, you find so many little moments that say everything about a character.
It's an interesting story. I'm responsible. It's funny, a lot of people think that I had something to do with the writing of it. I'm just the tennis guy. And my daughter happened to be working for Amy Pascal, so she got me and my wife Kim, she got us the gig as the tennis consultant. So that's but that's how I was the tennis guy. It was a unique experience. All of them, Mike, Josh, and Zendaya, they were all incredibly dedicated. And actors have a lot of the same DNA as tennis players. A lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of grit. We had a short period of time to make this happen, and they all put in the hard work.